25 days ago, the person in the mirror was someone I didn't recognize. I was operating on a cycle of poor sleep and junk food. Every morning felt like a negotiation I was already losing, leaving me with no energy to start and no reason to believe I could. This maps the motivation trap. You wait for inspiration before acting. When it doesn't show up, you do nothing. Doing nothing makes you feel worse, destroying tomorrow's motivation. Outsourcing progress to an uncontrollable emotion removes your ability to move, creating a vacuum where nothing gets done. Physical change cannot happen as long as the work depends on a spark of inspiration. To get out, I had to replace that spark with a code, forcing the body to move regardless of how I felt. There is a violent physical friction that occurs when you stop listening to your excuses and finally demand output. Your muscles and joints are suddenly subjected to stress they aren't prepared for. The early phase is unglamorous. It's marked by heavy sweating, the gasping for air during cardio, and reaching muscle failure long before the workout is over. The hardest part isn't the lifting, it's the internal dialogue. Every morning, your mind presents a list of logical reasons to stay in bed because the body is sore and broken. Discipline only grows on the days you want to quit. If you only train when you're energized, you aren't building a habit, you're still just chasing a feeling. The process is a repetitive grind, weighing every meal, hitting the pavement for runs, and moving heavy iron every single day. This physical strain serves a specific purpose. It forces the mind to stop asking how it feels and start asking what needs to be done. By week 2, the novelty is gone. You're awake at 5 a.m. in the rain, and there is no one there to see it or tell you you're doing a good job. When there is no external praise to rely on, you have to build an internal reason to keep the weight moving. This graph tracks the shift. The blue line, physical comfort, drops as fatigue sets in, but the orange line, for mental resilience, climbs. As time progresses, the habit of showing up outweighs the desire to rest, overriding the impulse to stop. The result of this silent work is simple. You have proven to yourself that your actions are no longer dictated by your moods. After 25 days of consistent execution, the physical evidence is clear. The body is stronger, you're moving faster, recovering quicker, and lifting weights that were impossible on day 1. These changes in the mirror reflect a shift in how you process effort. You find it easier to focus. You have more sustained energy throughout the afternoon because you've conditioned yourself to endure stress. The difference is the approach. On day 1, you waited for a reason to start. On day 25, you move because it's what you do. The visible results are just the confirmation of a mind that has learned to direct its own growth. If you are waiting for a sign to change your routine, use the evidence of these 25 days as your prompt to start. You don't need to be strong to begin, and you don't need anyone to believe you can finish. You just need to show up when you're weak. 25 days can change how you look, but practicing discipline daily changes how you operate. Day 25 is done. The next phase starts now.